Greetings, greetings. Jai Balai. I will come in one day. Not in a long time. I guess in a year. Then we can meditate. In real life. Do self-inquiry. Even better. Wherever you want. Being here and now is meditation. Being present is meditation. But if your mind is running like crazy, definitely choose silent environment for meditation. For me, it doesn't matter if mind is running or silent. Your mind actually works just in the same way as jungle sounds. These noises, these sounds are there, and it doesn't matter. They are there by themselves. And they are in harmony. Your mind is as well in harmony, whatever happens in it, if you allow it to happen. I'm not old. How old you want me to be? I mean, why are you asking? Man, Streamlabs ruined it. Yo, yo, yo. I'm in this moment, same place, forever. But for real, the same place. Now for upcoming days, I just travel around Bali. Yo, 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 yo. No action in this stream. This is just, for me, peaceful late night sitting. No action for your mind, only for your soul. But that's just a saying. Doesn't mean you have to start searching mind or soul. I'm sleeping on the bed. See? There's a bed. Of course I was sleeping. Nikhil, you know why am I shirtless? Here's a sign. I know that shirtless is a problem for some people, but I really don't care. My natural understanding doesn't understand that. Why should it be something bad? I didn't show you what is written on that sign. Basically, that sign is just for people who want to hang their clothes. You can hang them on the side of balcony, that's all. Sorry dudes, at this moment my mind is on a spiritual note. Well, I hear them all the time. It's not something your soul thinks about. Basically, you asking how someone knows what he likes or dislikes, but does this need an answer? You know, new name. I don't see my soul, if you like to use that word. I don't see my soul somewhere outside the sounds. I don't see my soul outside thoughts. I look at everything in the same way, no matter if they are my thoughts, my feelings, or outside sounds, outside weather, outside people. All of this is this moment. Sorry that my face is all over the screen. I just don't have mic today, so I have to be closer to phone. But new name, that's the way it is. if you don't see everything as one, that is the big question. Why? It does not matter what is soul. It does not matter what is this moment, because you don't have to think about this to understand this. You trying to figure out what is soul is as well part of this moment. And it is the same happening as me sitting here and these jungle sounds. Your thoughts are the same as this moment for me. totally not serious. Spirituality is totally not serious. Life is totally not serious. Yes, I am in Bali. For one more week. Because not to disturb neighbors. I don't have mic right now. Just my phone mic. And this stream is not meant for loudness. No, Nikhil man, you don't understand. In Singapore, 3 days is totally fine. But in Bali, you can easily live. Aditi and Nikhil, have you been to temple? Do you go to temples in life? Because when you, like, not every second in your life is for fun. There are different kinds of moments. There are more sacred moments. fun and games is fun, but I mean, dude, this channel will never mostly be about entertainment for your mind. And Aditi, what do you do when you go to temple? Sometimes these streams are for entertainment, rarely, but mostly they are like a temple. Real me, the trip is very good so far. It's amazing. If I go to, well, because I'm not a religious person, if I go to temple or to church, that is just because of the vibe and because there's silence, respect, and so on. And that teaches the people something. If they want to be open. I mentioned temple because in temples people go with mindset, not to seek for entertainment, usually. I know that there are also some celebrations and so on, but they are for higher purpose. Virtual world, Aditi, it's the same as physical, and physical is the same as virtual. There is no so big difference. Only few people know what to really do in temple. Only few people know how simple is the truest meditation. Yes, of course, there are differences. Of course. But I mean, if you look at internet at place only for entertainment, then I would doubt you. As internet for place to like pour your trash out, pour your stress out. I don't think that internet is only for that. Nick Hill, dude, this is really not, dude, Nikhil, you must work on yourself. This happens too often, Nikhil. I respect you as person, but dude, I really don't want my mods and your single mod to be rude all the time. Straightforward. I'm a straightforward person. I really don't play around. Real me is very smart person. I know that. Well, all of you are, but the ones who call other dumb have to learn something. It's all good, real me, just forget it. Just let it go. I know that can be painful if somebody calls someone dumb, but let it come in you. It's great training for ego. Let it touch the ego and let it go. Yo, new name. But yeah, Nikhil, you can't bully viewers just because you're moderator. That's not cool. Hello, Anish. Yo. Aditi, just chill. You have to chill as well. New name. Please, dudes. Well, yes, I guess there are days that drama happens in chat. That is part of life, part of awakening as well. But why do people give so much attention to drama, to negativity? Why so much attention? New name, chill, man. Real me, maybe someday again. But I mean, I have did this 3 or 4 times. It's not once. Don't worry, real me. It's not because of you. being a mod or not being a mod, it does not matter. This is not so important. Real me, I'm not saying that someone is a bad person and that Nikhil has never done good. Did I say that? It's just that I know how I would like to see a moderator. Simple as that. Gen Z, I guess no. I am born 1999. But definitely Gen Z has large impact. All the generations has large impact on every one of us. Real me, if someone is committed to channel just because of being moderator, is that commitment? Because you don't know how I look at this channel, how I look at all of you or me. You see, of course I'm glad to hear everyone, but commitment, that is something deep. That is for people who want to take from this channel not because they just have mod badge. Just chill, just chill. I'm not saying Nikhil won't be a mod, never. I'm not saying that. Floats on in silence. I don't know what is flotsam. You see, I can tell you what this channel is. I can tell you what this channel is in my view. It's a place for people to support each other, and a place to share some beautiful moments, creative moments, wise moments. That's all. Not a place where you make fun of another or be rude to someone, because life is full of that already. I'm just doing this for balance in life as well. So someone could see that different kind of life is possible in your mind. Real me, what are you talking about? You really think that I see this as incident? Completely no. I will forget this in 1 minute. I'm in Bali right now. Well, I'm not from Bali. I am from Latvia. Only traveling. inner life experience, Arpana Garval, my inner life experience do not change. I mean, it changes all the time, but there is something that do not change. Outside world, inside world is full of differences, different vibrations. And most people are mentally attached to inner world or outer world. Parts, let's say parts. No, new name. Bali is not that small as you think. For example, today I was in great place, one waterfall, another village, met with my Bali friend, and so on. Tomorrow gonna travel with motorbikes, also to different region. Why am I so abstract? Tim, that is good question. That is for your minds, to have a little bit struggle understanding, or to not give the answer on a plate right away. I have since 2 months started seeing how the sense of I is as much as even in silences thoughts are. Arpan Garval. And what this kind of seeing can tell to you, if feeling of I in silence is the same as thoughts are, is there actually an I then? If I can be everywhere, if I depends on interpretation, then is this I actually a real one? Or if it's let's say illusion. New name. Tomorrow, like I can do traveling stream maybe tomorrow at the evening, but I mean, I will figure out at least 1 or 2 more, let's say interesting streams, but traveling streams. but I cannot ride a bike and film. Have I ever been possessed by a ghost? Of course no. That would be just a mind's trick. No, Tim, I am completely not attempting anything for real. This is just my personality. At this moment, my personality can be different. At other moment, or other people. You don't ever know. Arpan Garval. But it's very good that what you said about silence and your thoughts. It's not wrong to search for me, search for you. But I'm just giving you some clues. You can use them as you want. Will ever be found, and does I need to be found? And who is the one searching for I, and so on. Real me, there is no one best in my tour. Really. Can't say you one thing, because for example in Bali, well, Singapore was amazing. Traveling on its own is amazing, but in Bali, people are super kind, food is super delicious, weather is perfect, nature, scenery is amazing, jungle sounds are amazing, these fireflies at night are amazing, and so on. Lots of good stuff. Culture is amazing. Hello, Jackie. No, Odin, I do not smoke. I can tell you what is my vibe. Because clearly you perceive my vibe in your own way. I do not know what am I for you, or you see me as the same as you. I don't know that. New name. Well, Singapore stream was the best for you in terms of streaming, but in real life experience, of course, things are different. Thank you, Tim. I don't search for anything explicitly, I just sit and these things arise. Yes, I do get into searching mode occasionally, but I feel you, Arpan Garval. Arpan Garval, I feel like you are that kind of person who actually doesn't need anything more. You will be just fine, and you are guided by your intuition. Yes, new name, that's right, that's right. If you would experience Singapore on your own and Bali on your own, you definitely would have a different opinion. Somu, why have you been fooling yourself? Because it is like that. But I mean, the levels of fooling yourself vary a lot. The levels of fooling yourself goes super deeply in your life structure. Failing to see your true intentions. Life is not about not failing or failing. Failing to see something in your life or not failing. These will mix in you throughout all your life. What can change is how you perceive this. Do you identify? Do you panic when this happens because you think that this is you? You are the one failing? Or you see this just as play in your mind or sensation of failing in the same way how you see storm passing by. Of course you fail sometimes in life. And I think that's completely normal to fail to see your true intentions. You cannot force this period to pass. Everything happens in cycles. After this kind of feeling that you have, you will have another feeling when things start to settle a little bit. After that, you will have another period where you feel like you see some intention, your true intention, then there maybe will be a period of calmness and peace, and then again suddenly you don't know what to do. If you identify with all of this, dude, then life is hard. If you don't see that all of this is allowed and you fight with this in you, then there can be problem. And this is how most people live. They fight with what they don't like in them. I guess that is in human evolution to search for more and more positive lifestyle, to delete the negative and so on. Maybe that is in evolution and that is completely normal. But if you are awakening, if you want to awaken, because awakening is not for everyone, but if you want to awaken for the truth, if you want to experience effortless living, real peace beyond peace itself, and so on, then you have to dissolve the identifications. See what triggers you. In what there is personal self-belief in you. No, new name. New name. I even didn't know what your comment was. That's okay, new name. Open after Norway. What does that mean? A little pinch of love always stays. You know what always stays? Change. It doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be peace. It doesn't have to be joy. Mind is very tricky. Very, very tricky. It always will search for at least one thing that needs to stay. How can you become free of your mind's control while you are holding on to even one single thing? Is freedom possible while you are holding on even to God, even to love, even to wanting to know what stays? Just the search for something that stays. Karmuk, yes I am. If carnivorous is something that eats vegetarian food, meat, like all kinds of food, then yes I am. I find that quite natural. especially for someone who lives in North. How did you read open out of nowhere? You said Norway. I see in chat word Norway, like country, Norway. Yes, you have been fighting and resisting. That's true. That is how you get exhausted. When you are fighting and resisting. But if you know, let's say example, today you have bad day. If you know that it will pass and you allow it to pass, then the next phase will come faster, believe me. But if you fight this phase in you, this current phase, then it will stay for a long, long time. This is why letting go emotion and thought always helps, if you learn how to do that. This as well leads to self-knowing. But letting go is the key. No, knowledge does not stay always. Because different people have different knowledge. Knowledge is not what is common for everyone. Truth is much more simple than that. Knowledge is optional in life. Truth is not optional. Truth is the same for everyone. They want it or not. Can one fall out of enlightenment? No. I guess falling out of enlightenment, I don't know how you look at enlightenment. I don't know how you look at falling out of enlightenment. But falling out of enlightenment can happen in enlightened person's mind. Yet it will not do anything to enlightenment. Yes, truth does not change. You say there is I in truth. Yes, there is I in truth. There are we in truth. There are animals in truth. There are thoughts in truth. letting go, this is interesting comment, letting go must need a lot of courage. Not only courage, you just need experience. Because you know what? Listen, Anish, if you feel like letting go must need a lot of courage, then it probably needs courage for you to let go. Because not everyone needs courage to let go. For myself, I felt also like that there are things that, wow, they take courage and so on. But these are personal feelings. Everyone goes through different demons, let's say like this, in path of self-finding, in path of awakening. Everyone faces a little bit different demons. Tong Hong, I'm really not so obsessed with word I, but yes, what is. Is there a need to search for I? I would say everything just is. What do you mean by I? If everything is the same, I is the same as anything else. So why is I needed as something to search for? You see, new name doesn't see how letting go needs courage. Awareness is always on. Reality is always on. Existence. Don Hong. Words are just words. If it's awareness, if it's being or something else. Yo no one, no on. You're actually not no one, you are no on. Don Hong, it looks like you are fighting with words. In the end, there is not silence and bliss. You are denying all that is by saying that in the end there is silence and bliss. That is totally not true. That may be true for meditator, for someone who searches. Is I awareness itself? All of you want to find something to... Okay, I get it. I guess it's healthy to stick to something in process of searching. So real me, I will answer you. I will answer you, yes. Stick with it. I feel you because I guess well, the funny part is that in the end, not in the end, but there comes a moment when there is no sticking to anything. All is seen just as a movement passing by. Even the one who sees, it doesn't matter if it sees or if it doesn't sees. If it's someone there or if it's not someone there, it does not matter. But for example, yes, for me also, I searched always to stick with something like what is awareness, what is I, are they the same, what is being, what is silence, and so on. And I was very satisfied when I heard. Real me, what part did you not hear when internet went off? Do you hear me? Yo, 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 yo. Real me, basically what I told you, I guess you heard that I said that I was also searching for answer. Is awareness I? Is awareness being? Is I silence and so on? And I always needed to have answer for that. And then I said that you probably know that doubt will come either way. Mind is not okay with any answer. It will continue questioning. So if mind is not okay with answers, then what should you do? Because mind is full of doubt, like for people who live in their mind, they are full of doubt all the time. Even if you had written down, I is awareness, silence is emptiness, God is Jesus, and so on, you would still, after a while, look at this paper. If you are in a mode of searching, if you are in a mode of thinking that you are your mind and that's all, if you are the thinker, so I can give you all the answers, but it won't matter. That's why I don't try to give you some exact wording, because it's about something else. It's about the essence, about the root process. What is mind? Everything that happens in your mind. Is it so serious? Yes, this meaning has to be there, us to be able to awaken. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. That's the key. Yes, really, of course, words matter in that way. Like, I myself, I gain lots of information it was needed for me, even if it was stopped the end and so on. Every single word matters, yeah, of course. But I want to tell you something else, and I know that you understood. It's because it's raining somewhere. It's lagging again. Test, 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 test. Um, I will go to sleep soon because, as you know, I live in completely different time zone. It's late at night right here at my place, but real me, I said to you, of course, words matter, and they mattered to me as well in my path. But I also said that you probably did get what I said. You get what I said about why words don't matter, as well as now I'm saying why they do matter. Because for me, I also got through cycles of I want to know that, I want to know that, I need to know, then Tao comes, and so on. But each time something different happens mentally, even if you hear the same information. Yes, I will go right now. Refines your search. Yes, that's completely fine. I get you. Billions of things happens in the mind in one single moment. Can't even give all of them words. Okay, peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time.